Hi, welcome to the Miller Life Kitchen. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of my plan to can recipe. We are doing a collaboration, myself and Jenny from JENI'S Scratch Made Kitchen, and we're bringing to you other amazing channels that are joining us for a collaboration for beginner canners and seasoned canners alike. You can win amazing prizes for commenting, and then in the live, if you attend, you also can win some door prizes if you're actively live in the giveaway. Check my description box for all the details and links to all of the channels that are bringing you recipes all month long. My plan to can today is taco sauce, and I am using a ball recipe, and I'm also going to be steam canning. That is one of our prizes for commenting. So join me and let's make some taco sauce. Thanks for being here and good luck. All right, here is my workstation. Like in the last video, I have everything all set out, ready to go. And as I mentioned, this recipe is from Ball. It is on page 282. It's the taco sauce recipe. So we're just going to be combining all of this in a pot, and then we're going to be putting it on the stove for bringing it up to a boil over medium heat, and then reducing it and basically thickening it for 30 minutes on a simmer. So this is 5 cups of water. This is 1 cup of cider vinegar. Tomato paste, I don't make my own tomato paste, so this is 2 12-ounce cans, which is the equivalent of 3 cups. Okay, that's 1. Almost there. What's great about wintertime canning is this is when I do all this kind of stuff. I do all my sauces. I do meat all year round, but I do like to can meat into winter, and just a lot of stuff that's not like the fresh produce, unless it's things like in my last video with sweet potatoes. I harvested those in November, and they've been saving all year. The rest of the season, I should say. And then I also still have some butternut squash that I'm going to be doing a recipe for. I'm not sure if I'm doing it for my 3rd video or not, but I have that coming up at some point this winter. Okay, so I'm just stirring this together so the tomato sauce is a little smoother. Doesn't really matter. Then we have corn syrup. I only had the light, so that's what I'm using, light. I don't buy a lot of corn syrup. I don't use it too often. So that is, let me just make sure how much that was. It was 1/2 cup. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to tell you wrong. And then here is all of our dry spices. So it is chili powder, cayenne pepper, salt, and that's everything. So it is 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon of salt, and then our last ingredient is hot pepper sauce. Let me just get this bowl. Put that there for a second. Okay, so shake it really good. I'm using Tabasco. I have some Frank's Red Hot in there too, but I decided to use this, if I can get it open. Okay, and this is a 1/2 teaspoon. If I can get it out. There we go, 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, I'm gonna get this on the stove, and I'll show you when we're getting towards the end of the simmering process. Now the book does say, as I mentioned, to bring it up to the medium heat, stirring frequently. Reduce the heat, boil gently until the mixture is thickened to the consistency of a thin commercial barbecue sauce, which is about 30 minutes. And then we can put them in the jars. While I have the sauce thickening on the stove, I wanted to show you what the steam canner is all about. So this is what it looks like, and in the bottom here, that's where your water will be. Take off the lid. Okay, so you can see this has about 3 quarts of water in it. And this is the Fruit Saver brand. And that's, you can see it right under this rack. So my jars are gonna go on top of the rack. Then once it's filled, put your lid on. And then there is a gauge right here. Okay, it goes by different zones. So I am in zone 1. So I am in the 0 to 3,000 for altitude. So mine is zone 1. So when it gets to that dark green, that's when you start the timing and the steam has been built up that you can start processing your jars. This canner can be used for anything under 45 minutes. So it's great for saving water, and it's easy to handle, so it's not heavy like a water bath. And also another great thing is this will be one of the prizes in the giveaway. So that's exciting. All right, I'm just waiting for my sauce to be done. Just put that on there and start that heating up. Here we are with our sauce, and it's almost there. It's got about 5 more minutes. That will be the 30-minute timing that it says in the book. So we'll be back shortly to can it up. So I wanted to show you what I'm doing with the jars. I had them in dishwasher, got them out. They're in hot water in here. That way I can save the water. And the recipe says 6 8-ounce jars with 8-ounce jars, which is half pints. So I have 7, and I have a little baby one just in case. So that guy has hot water and I couldn't fit him in my bin. But anyway, that's how I keep the jars hot and tempered. So we are gonna get canning up our sauce. All right, my canner is on the stove, getting heated up to about 180. Let me just get this, give me one more stir. Tell me you are working with tomato products without tell me you working on tomato products. I have it all over my shirt. Oh boy. Okay, so here we go. Have my first jar with my funnel on. This is 1/2-inch headspace. Just swapped over the rim while I was looking to see. It's the only thing, as I mentioned in my last video, the this particular funnel's great, but I'm just debubbling. Debubbling, I always do that way. You never forget. It's one of those things. I am not using vinegar. I'm just dipping my towel in the water that I have the lids in. It's just warm tap water, 1/2-inch headspace. Yeah, it's messy. Now guys, if you want to check headspace, if you get a debubbling tool, these do have your headspaces on, so you can check, your headspaces. So this is perfect. All right, so that rim is wiped. I'm just going to get my lid out of here and try to tighten up. I always wait till there's resistance and then just finger tight it. Don't have it too loose, especially in water bath canning, because they move around a good bit sometimes. Not as much in a steam canner though, as in an actual roaring water bath canning with a pot or a water bath canner. Take the lid off here so I can get this guy in here. So now into the canner. I did end up with 6. I have a smidge left for that little baby jar that I'm gonna put in my refrigerator. So once this comes up, I'll show you where we're heading and how the gauge turns into my little green area. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, I have hit my zone. I am in the green, which is zone 1, and I will be timing this now for 30 minutes. And we'll be back. Okay, once the timing's up, you wait 5 minutes to open your lid, and then you can get your jars out. There they are. It's my dishwasher, sorry. Pretty much I heard a bunch of pops, so I think pretty much all of them sealed already. But here we are. Taco sauce, yay. They all look beautiful. So now these are just gonna be cooling on the counter for 12 to 24 hours. I usually check it before I go to bed, so if they don't seal by then, I get a little concerned, but sometimes it takes longer. So have patience, and yeah. We'll take the rings off, I'll wash them off, and then they are ready for my pantry. Always wash off your jars, do not put them away dirty. If there's anything that got on the outside during the process, you don't want that to spoil inside your pantry. That's it for me for today for steam canning taco sauce. Thanks for joining me. Consider subscribing and hit the like button. See you next time at the Miller Life Kitchen. Bye.